pride of lions, a murder of crows, and a Howard of writers. That's what I'm going to call us from now on. The phrase honors Jenna Howard, of course, the Wonder Woman behind these annual gatherings for as long as I can remember. And every year we come humbly to this beautiful setting to read aloud new pieces or old pieces from the bottom of the drawer that we just forgot about and think might be worth revisiting. So thank you all for being here today. Two people who aren't here for health reasons are our beloved Ina Jones of Cobleskill, who often serves as our mistress of ceremonies, and our equally beloved Hilda Wilcox, whose poems will be read by husband Sam Wilcox. And we also need to mention Linda Greenwald, who at the last minute could not be here because she was having too much fun at the Cape and wore herself out. So we wish all of them speedy recovery and return next summer for the 2018 Howard of Writers. And on that note, I will begin with a piece of, well, I'll say flash fiction because the word length is always rather variable in flash fiction. This perhaps is a little bit longer, but I have counted it as a piece of flash. It's called Road Trip, and the only thing I would ask you to do is to hear a different kind of narrator. It's the second person narrator that you form, and why I chose that I'm not 100% sure. The story came to me that way first, and I decided to run with it. And if it's the way it finally ends up, that's fine. If not, and I tinker with it, then it's for better reasons. But today I'm going to read it in the original form, called Road Trip. You're on your way to the dry cleaners. That's on your list of places to be checked off before you get home by 5 for that martini. They close at 4:30 on Wednesday, which seems arbitrary, but who knows where the dry cleaner has to go after 4:30 on Wednesday? Therapy session? Softball league? Or maybe he just needs hump day to be a little gift. You're listening to the Mahler Fifth Symphony, Adagietto, on a tape you just found rattling around in the passenger side pocket. You got this 1998 Chevy last month in your father's will. Would rather have you pop than the car, but there's nothing to be done about it. Thanks for keeping it so spiffy. As for the Mahler, it's been quite a while since you've heard this, though you loved it back in 1972, the perfect accompaniment for a young man prone to sentimentality, a little musical anodyne for a kid in desperate love so much that he flunked out of college. You see a hitchhiker, a young woman, scraggly hair, phone in her left hand, thumb out, right thumb out. What the heck? It's raining now. You pull over and she opens the door. Not a young woman, middle-aged, ravaged face, but smiling. Thanks, man, she says. No problem, it's wet out there. Where are you going? Take a left at this corner and go over to Park. You glance at the clock, 4:05, no problem. Then if you could wait for me and drive me back, that would be great. I'll give you $10. No, money. Problem. I'm going to get dog food. Fanny died. The other one needs food. The vet didn't know what happened, but it's not contagious. Taffy's fine. Fanny's gone. She scrolls her phone. Here's a picture. Put your seatbelt on. Sure. Hey, I'm Chrissy. See Fanny, sweet dog. I had her for 9 years, rescued from some fucker in Queens who had what you might call a dog farm. A hoarder. His ass is in jail. Thanks, man, for doing this. I can pay you $10. I'm George. No need. Turn here. Thanks, man. It's 470. I'll just run right in and right out. You wait for me, right? Absolutely. You wait right here, okay? I'll be right here. You know it's AIDS. You know that look. You watch her half limp to number 470, a 2-flat, then a light go on. Hollow eyes, drawn mouth, bony wrists. You've touched bony wrists, hot faces. Where is she getting dog food from? It's not a store. Maybe it's not dog food. You turn up the volume. Here it comes. Harp, the slow build-up. Death in Venice. Dirk Bogarde, yes, on a Vaporetto, A Man All at Sea, this unbearable music, Tadzu, Longing. You roll down the window. Hey, my sister has to get some money from an ATM just down the block is all, so I can get the dog food. She'll be right out. She's got cancer. Her name is Carol. She's on meds, so she's loopy, okay? Sure, no problem. You'll wait right here? I'll be here. You reach over the seat and move the pile of shirts so Carol can get in. They'll be there tomorrow first thing. You watch Chrissy help an unsteady Carol across the street, nearly getting hit by a cab. She gives a finger to the driver, who gives her one back. You get out and help Carol, who weighs about 250 pounds with a pretty pink wig, get in. This is my sister, Carol. She's got cancer. I'm sorry to hear that, Carol. It sucks. How old do you think I am? I don't know. She's 52, but she looks like 70, Chrissy says. You're 70. I'm 52, but I look like 70. Not so old, you say. Carol, this is George. Glad to meet you, George. I just need to get to that strip mall up there for the ATM and the laundromat. Then she can walk home, can't you, Carol? No, I'll take you home, you say, Carol. Thank you. What did you say your name was? George. I can't remember a fucking thing. Excuse my French with these meds. Can I, Chrissy? Nope, not a fucking thing, but you're a trooper. They get out. Chrissy steers Carol away from the bowling alley to the laundromat. You wait. You push rewind to get to the harp again, the second entrance. It's beautiful the second time, but this time around there's going to be that piercing high note in the strings, like they're playing off the strings. Wait for it. Wait for it. But pretend you don't know it's coming. You roll down the window for Chrissy. I just had to say thanks. She's got uterine cancer. She's almost done at the machine. You watch her go back in and guide Carol back to the car. Carol looks as if she's never seen it before. She's carrying a People magazine that she found at the laundromat. You drop Carol off and she weaves back into the house. My big sister. I can't take the loss, you know. You married? Yes. He's a lucky guy. I knew you were gay. Yup. I've got AIDS. I knew you could tell because I knew you were gay. Even with this car? Well, yeah, what's up with that? You both laugh. You want to hear something on this tape, you say? Sure. 3 minutes, we'll just listen. You push the rewind and the harp comes on. The wipers swish gently. You relax your face muscles. Chrissy puts her head back on the rest and closes her eyes. Oh, she says so softly. Then again and again. Just here, just there. And when that moment comes, the one you want never to come, but always to come, her eyes fly open. Is that real? She asks. Yes, it's real. Duh, of course it's real, but it can't be. She doesn't move. Wow. I just found the tape again. I haven't heard it for about 40 years. Thank you for listening to it with me. Hey, the least I could do, you've been awesome to me. She checks her phone and smiles. I'm married too. He's negative. That's good. He's by your side. For as long as I need him. I'm wearing out. I've been positive for 30 years. Hey, don't cry. I have to, sorry to say. That music always gets me. It's ethereal, man, and you're awesome. Hardly. You're awesome, Chrissy. Sure am. The name's Chrissy. I get out here at the light. I live across the street. Don't get hit. That fucking cab. He might be gunning for you. Only in Troy, right, George? You watch her get out, light up a cigarette, and then cross against the light, sticking up her hand to halt a motorcycle, a FedEx